Kamala Harris went to Africa. She did a tour. Um, after it was reported that Russia gave Africa $20 billion to pay off some debts, and then China been in the news a lot lately, talking peace deals in certain regions and shit like that, and negotiating ceasefires and whatnot. So good old Uncle Sam decided to say, "Hey, wait a minute, losing a little bit of footing in the world opinion stage. Let me go out there and let them know we still here." So they sent Kamala. I said it right that time. They sent Kamala to Africa to tour a couple countries, and the Africans weren't necessarily all that receptive to her. To the point, in fact, where one of the African brothers, MP of I think Ghana, went on to say, "Hey, look, chick, if you don't take your cowardly, we don't know what we doing out here, face ass, the fuck on. We don't want to deal we don't want to deal with you because we don't fuck with you." That's what they said. Uh, this video is 6 minutes. I don't even know if I want to play the whole video. I can't just play his words. But they so cold. Is he back yet? Nope. Okay, I guess I'll play it till he get back. Yay. All right.
MP who absolutely just knocks it out of the park.
This chick
in his
is
accurate and correct
very,
checking
very
of
eccentric.
Kamala Harris's recent trip to Ghana, trying to check Ghana about so-called anti-LGBT legislation and laws. I want you all to listen to what he says. Watch this.
Kamala Harris is entitled to her opinion, the same way you're entitled to your opinion, the same way I hold the opinion that she and the American government are a bunch of cowards, and that they have no right to talk about human rights because they're the biggest abusers of human rights. Child rights are equally human rights. And yesterday, 2 hours after that press conference with the president, a 28-year-old gun woman walked into an American school and killed 3 American children and killed 3 American teachers. It's the rights, one of the fundamental basic rights of any human being is the right to life. The American government, in which Kamala Harris is vice president, is failing to take decisive action on gun control. And so people who should not have access to weapons are having access to assault rifles and killing innocent children and teachers in America. And the vice president of that country wants to come and teach us human rights. I mean, the irony of it. She's a person of color. But for being vice president, what happened to George Floyd could easily have happened to her, or any of the several people who have been killed in America by errant white policemen, which has led to the Black Lives Matter issue. If people have to demonstrate to let the American government know that Black Lives Matter, they need help from us. I've stated on record that myself and my colleagues are very willing to engage the American government and the U.S. Congress to help them shape laws that will clamp down on gun violence because they really have need for it. But it's the hypocrisy of the US where they call homosexuality a human rights issue in Africa, but yet they are doing business with countries where homosexuality is frowned upon. Over $1 billion of military hardware is sold to Qatar almost on a yearly basis. In Qatar, homosexuality is punished by death, not imprisonment. Why are they not threatening Qatar? One of the biggest trading partners of the United States government is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, it's punished by death. Why are they not threatening them? Why are they not threatening Russia? Then they come to Ghana and Africa, they won't come and threaten us with LGBTQ. The American government is a bunch of hypocrites. If they really want to flex their muscle, they should go and flex their muscle on Russia, India, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, the places where they are selling weapons to.
Okay, somebody put some round of applause in the chat.
Hey,
Hey, she knows she bogus for that wig.
hey, look, she do that shit on purpose. It ain't a wig. It's like braids. She break that shit out there, unbraided all the way to like that point. She doing that shit on purpose. She had them same ass flowers out there that been dead, but not dead, but half dead. She do the. Hey, look, she's eccentric as fuck. I rock with her though. I ain't even mad at her for doing the shit she do. It's actually
Was that you or her with that loud ass bomb drop?
Oh, that was me.
Oh god damn.
My bad.
Hey, he dropped the bomb, goddamn it, but I don't think he's seen Beast of No Nations.
Hey, look, I'm telling you right now, he might not seen Beast of No Nations, but that motherfucker got YouTube, and
I mean that was it's one of those things of Joe Budden can't be the proffer of fucking women's rights and shit. Like, come on. No, Africa didn't shot a couple people out of turn, nigga. You shut the fuck up with this.
No, I think the point is what he's saying is
they was real strong on it. Hey, don't be mad at us because we arrest them when these other motherfuckers are killing them. Like, yeah, we only.
But one of your supporting points can't be
we only arresting them.
No, one of your supporting points can't be. Hey, y'all need to deal with that gun control shit first. Right.
No, fam, you missed the point. The point when he said that shit.
You're missing the point. I got his point. My point is he has no leg to stand on. I understand what he was saying and trying to do.
No. The leg he has to stand on is he's saying that you can't judge us. You can't come over here trying to tout or trying to admonish us for humanitarian issues like you're trying to do on your trip over here, telling us that we need to change our shit when you giving weapons and money to them motherfuckers who kill them. How dare you try to tell us to get our shit in order when you fucking with the people over there like that? You ain't uttered a word of nothing to them, and they are murdering these people. You don't say shit to them, but we got to come over here and get the brunt of the you need to do better.
I got that. Yeah. Do you see that part in Don't Be a Menace where that nigga was, take me to jail. Take me to jail. Lock me up. Lock me up. I ain't throw away the key. Throw away the key. I ain't afraid to fuck another nigga in his ass. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you get it now? You're missing the point.
I didn't get that.
You're missing the point. I got what
point am I missing?
Of my point that I just hopefully broke it down to you. You wouldn't have said what you just said if you got my point.
No, I disagree. I get your point. I disagree with it. You think that somebody doesn't understand what you're saying because they disagree with what you're saying. No, I get it. I think it's
nothing
wrong.
to disagree with. Africa has had their own gun violence. There's nothing to disagree with. You can't throw.
The point is that he's saying you can't come over here.
Never goddamn mind.
What? Were you missing? He's saying you can't come over here and preach to me when you got shit in your own fucking yard. Deal with that. I know I got shit. He's not saying they don't have shit. He's just saying, why you trying to check my shit, but not they shit? Why you trying to check my shit, but not your shit? You hypocrite. That's what he's saying. Also, those are the words of Jesus.
Don't check my shit, check your shit. You fucking hypocrite.
Well, he said something about a plank in the eye, but essentially it was don't worry about my shit, check your shit.
Don't watch me, watch TV, nigga.
That part. Why worry about the speck of dust in your neighbor's eye when you have a plank in your own eye? That's the scripture. But it's what it is. That's what he's saying. Don't come over here judging us when you got your own shit. Don't come over here judging us, trying to tell us, well, we'll give you something if you do this, but you don't put them same restrictions in what's the word?
Restrictions.
Restrictions. Okay, all right, cool. You don't put them same restrictions on them other motherfuckers that you give money to. You give them bread, you give them weapons, and they just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Israel is over there bombing the shit out of motherfuckers, and we give them weapons, we give them bombs, and then we act like we don't see them committing humanitarian rights all over the fucking, well, not all over the fucking world, but right next to them.
Yeah, look, they not transporting their violence. They keep it local.
Local in the motherfucker. But that's what he's saying. So what the fuck? What is the umbrage in that? That's not what you were trying to compare it to. Is he still here or did he leave?
I'm still here, nigga.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the thing you trying to compare it to.
I ain't trying to compare it to shit. I gave you an analogy to hopefully get you on the same page.
Hey, look. Don't tell me you're not trying to compare nothing to nothing and then say, I gave you an analogy.
Huh?
What's an analogy?
It's not a comparison.
What is it?
It's an example.
This motherfucker. An example of what?
Huh?
You gave me an analogy in opposition to the point I made. So is that not a comparison? Was your analogy not a comparison to what I was trying to do? What I was saying?
I wasn't trying to compare anything. No. I was trying to simplify. Whatever the fuck words you need. I wasn't saying this is this and this should be this. That's a comparison. Maybe there's an implicit comparison in what I was doing, but I wasn't making a comparison. No. Okay. I was simplifying. I was simplifying the fraction for you.
That's I didn't need to simplify it.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Because you're still going off.
No.
You're still going off in the wrong direction.
How? So?
I'm not. I'm done.
Okay, cool. Be done. I'm not going in the wrong direction, fam.
Futile.
I'm not going in the wrong direction, fam. Motherfuckers is being hypocrites. He called them out directly on it. It was very succinct. It was powerful. It was moving to me. He hit them on every fucking note about the hypocrisy of the of the bullshit that they're trying to tout on this little dumbass fucking PR trip to Africa that all of Africa saw through.
Yeah, but I mean, we all saw through it when they announced the shit.
Hey, look. Them Africans said, hey, look, when the Chinese people come over here, they come over here with a check and they say, hey, you got an infrastructure plan to do? Because we want to pay for it. Oh, y'all want to build some bridges, some roads, whatever? All right, we want to put some money into that. Yeah, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do as Chinese people. We're not going to put any restrictions on it, anything like that. We're just going to give you the bread. Now, I don't trust them motherfuckers neither. And I don't think that the Chinese government is not trying to pilfer the resources of the continent of Africa with their generosity of money and investment. They gonna want their investment back, and when you don't got it back to give them, you give them resources, and they accept that in exchange.
Yeah, they're getting into the diamond game.
They're not doing that shit for nothing, and I don't fuck with them all that hard. But I can appreciate the calling out of the hypocrisy of the United States for trying to judge a motherfucker for doing the very same thing that you do, that you definitely want to do over here, that you're doing in other places, but doing it without the qualifiers that you trying to make us adhere to. You let them motherfuckers go out there, fuck bitches and get money, but you telling us we got to be celibate. What? It's wrong.
Trying to eat beef.
Motherfucker, America look at Africa like, I want you to be better.
Don't do what we do. Be better than me, man.
Don't do what they do. I know I give them money and like that, but that's because I don't think too much of them. But you special, Africa. Don't look at what I do for the Saudis. No, that's different. They don't know no better. They ain't no good, but y'all got character. That's what that's what America goes to Africa with. And expects Africa to be like, okay, cool. Africa said, no, these motherfuckers come over here with checks, and they come over here with things that we could use without changing the way we are. And hey, look, it is what it is. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think they're trying to use y'all too. But they're recognizing the hypocrisy, and I don't know why you're trying to fight me on that.
I don't think he was fighting you on recognizing the hypocrisy. I think he was just pointing out the hypocrisy and pointing out the
hypocrisy. There you go. Fucking hell. It wasn't that hard to get. It wasn't that hard to get.
Yeah. But
that was it. Very simple. Very cut and dry. Very, very cut and dry. You can't be hypocritical in your hypocrisy rant.
Cool.